Hey guys, we've been creating all kinds of original content on our streaming platform, Freedom Plus. So you know the usual live streams. Well, this original content is just there for you to watch anytime. Like this smoke show episode that you're about to watch. We're releasing it to YouTube so you guys can see what we're talking about. When you're a subscriber of Freedom Plus, you get these little added bonuses. We also have a series on how all the guys in the shop got their start. We have a track revival series. We have a series on your favorite Burnout rival, Burnout contestants. All that, and did you know you can get entries to our giveaway like our Escalade V by signing up for Freedom Plus? That's right, you watch the Freedom 500 this Friday, you get entries into the Cadillac V giveaway. But enough talking, let's get to last year's smoke show episode for the 2024 Freedom 500. Think you guys will love it? Let's get to the video.
Stop till we burn it down, boys. This is not a demolition derby. This is a race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Freedom Factory here in sunny Bradenton, Florida. We've got our biggest, baddest event of the year, the Freedom 500. It's our 5th one, if you can believe it, and it falls on my birthday. So naturally, we're going above and beyond to make this our best event ever. This year we have Crown Vics racing, we have vans racing, we have monster trucks, we have 2 concerts, we have fireworks, the whole 9 yards. There's a couple things I didn't even know about, and we have a helicopter as the grand prize for our Freedom 500 race.
No way! What are the odds that Freedom 500 actually lands on Cleet's birthday? Cannot throw this guy a small party.
Super excited to be here. We've got a brand new truck that we are going to unveil for Cletus. Doesn't even know about it.
We are getting ready for the event right now, loading up the trailer. A little bit later today, we'll be heading over to the Freedom Factory to put stuff over blah, 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 blah.
We've got trucks rolling in. We've got the merchandise crew rolling in, getting set up. We've got the pyrotechnics experts on site. We're finishing up the grass that we just redid last week with the lawn care nut. I love my grass. Just spent all this money upgrading it, making it look beautiful. It's like a putting green out here. $10,000 fine to anyone who touches that grass. Plus, I don't know, maybe a year in prison if I can pull that off too. I remember the first Freedom 500, it was 2020 and COVID had just hit. We came up with the idea of doing a Crown Vic race, and just a couple friends and I prepped the 20 cars we had in the original Freedom 500 to race. And we did it the day of the race. It's unbelievable to see how different things are operated now with the management team that's in place here at the Freedom Factory and all of the employees coming together. It takes months of preparing of not only the cars, but the facilities, the bathrooms, the kitchen, everything. And I never imagined it would get to this level, but the guys have taken it so far above my expectations that it is just an unbelievable sensation for people to come see a show like the Freedom 500. It blows my mind, it blows their minds, and I just couldn't be happier about it. Getting the track ready is no joke. I mean, we got safety procedures to check over. We've even got to warm up the Burnout pad. You can't forget about that. And meanwhile, while we're getting set up, there's Crown Vics ripping around the Freedom Factory in our Cletus McFarland driving experience, where we let anyone from around the world show up and rent one of our Crown Vics for some laps.
Keep it down, there you go. Now roll into it, all the way, all the way.
We love our sponsor, Summit Racing, and last year we had the Summit delivery van, which did great, but we blew it up. So this year, Summit Racing worked with us to get a box truck, and I dropped that baby off over at the shop to get spiced up a little bit.
All right, guys, so you remember the Summit Pace van from last Freedom 500? It looked the part, but it didn't run. It wouldn't even do a burnout in sand. We got us a Blueprint Outlaw 632 big block Chevrolet from Summit Racing, backed it with an FTI Turbo 400. I got us a box of parts from Holly, finished this thing out. All this stuff you can get yourself at summitracing.com. Yeah, so we got us a stacked list of drivers for the Freedom 500, and it's a sold out event. And there's a helicopter on the line. So everyone's gonna be out there trying to drive to win. But I have a feeling that there's gonna be an undercard win. My boy JH Diesel can withstand the race and make it to the end. I think he can pull off a victory here.
And meanwhile, while we're getting the Summit truck ready for the show, the Pyro crew is like, maybe we can help you out. So we might as well get these two teams together and just make something great.
You can see what they got plumbed up.
Obviously, this can be modified if we wanted to, right? Why not just put like a permanent install?
Whatever you want to do.
I think we need a curtain. There has to be fire coming off the back here, at least for the initial release.
Yeah.
Not the whole time.
Yeah.
I would say the very first.
You know, when
lap.
we do the red, white, blue, green,
Yeah,
Let's
like
have
just the first pace lap.
the whole back of
Yeah.
the truck on fire for
Okay.
that lap.
We're the Pyro crew. We're just here setting up. It's going to be an epic time. Multiple things going on. Too much crazy. I don't think you guys can handle it. Stay tuned.
Here at the Freedom Factory, we're probably not the most fit to deal with government agencies like the ATF. So we bring in the experts when it comes to pyro, and that's Extreme Effects. These guys can take it to whatever level you want. And we tell them to turn it up a notch, so when people leave here, they're saying that's the best pyro show I've ever seen in my life.
We were gonna do that 30-second finale from back behind.
So we didn't mark that. Is that gonna, either of these X's from the race work for you guys for that?
And it's my birthday, so we had to go above and beyond. We spent some money to make this show awesome.
The way that we go about designing the shows, we have an actual computer software program where we can pick and choose what we have in our inventory. And then we also mix music with it. And then we just see what fits basically right there. So like here, I wouldn't put any rainbows. It's more red, white, and blue than, you know, pinks and purples and greens and oranges. This is like blues, whites, and a lot of noise.
This is a ridiculous amount of product for the amount of time that we're shooting here. Bigger than most 4th of July shows. Kind of crazy.
As you guys know, I love anything RC, and I have loved remote controlled cars, trucks, planes, whatever since I was a kid. I used to get, say, an RC plane for my birthday when I was a kid. So what better for my 29th birthday than to get a full-size RC Crown Vic? Well, there's no one better for full-sized RC vehicles than the Airborne Entertainment YouTube channel. And these guys showed up and built an unbelievably good RC Crown Vic for me.
Justin and this is Josh. You guys might know us from Airborne Entertainment. We were down here last year for Cletus's test and tune. We built the RC Goldwing. So we're back again. We have the Crown Vic, and you guessed it, we're building an RC Crown Vic for the Freedom 500 coming up. It's 2002 Crown Vic, and we're getting started on it, starting to tear it down.
It's a little bit harder than it was with the Goldwing. We got a lot more steering problems than we had before. We got to do full turns left and right, and we got to do them fast. We got ourselves a 1 horsepower electric motor with a gearbox that we 3D printed that runs to a potentiometer, which basically just tells you the position of the motor. And all of that wires into our electrical box, and all that goes to your classic RC controller. So we're gonna have steering just like an RC car. We're at auto centers. You can go left and right, and then you got throttle and brake. And we got it set up so you can even do burnouts and shift in the reverse.
All right, so we had a few setbacks with our steering, our brakes, but we finally got them dialed in. This thing's ready to test. So I think the best place is gonna be out in the front field. We're gonna take it, do some laps, kind of give it a good shakedown. After that, we're gonna give this thing a wash, maybe paint it and throw some decals on it, and that's gonna be ready for the Freedom 500.
Brakes, line lock. Tap the line lock, you just press it once?
Press it once.
Wow.
Well, first thing first, test the burnout.
Yeah, and the brakes.
He feels good about it. I've seen him drive an RC car, dude.
This thing completely exceeded my expectations. It's not often that these types of things work the first time, but the Airborne Entertainment guys had it dialed in. It ripped. I knew I was gonna put this thing on the track, and it was gonna be freaking awesome.
I'm just going chill, guys. I'm going chill right now.
That's a radio controlled Crown Vic race car, first ever in the world.
Oh, she's just cruising.
It's trimmed out too. Oh man, look at this.
They're a lot more confident.
We need to change.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Going slow.
Everyone back up. Everybody back up. Whoa! Yeah! Do the lap out, baby.
Holy crap, dude.
Lapping out.
I had it both like really pushing it. We should have set it up again.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, it works so good.
I gotta give it to you guys. This thing's working fantastic. All right,
It's
I'm
amazing.
wide open.
Oh, no.
Lauren!
Oh, there she is. Oh.
I got the brakes back there.
The steering was incredible. The gas brakes, it couldn't have been better. This is no different than all of my RC toys. I freaking crashed this thing, and it was the worst feeling because I know the Airborne Entertainment guys been spending a week getting it ready. But luckily, it's a Crown Vic, and we have 100 other ones on property, so we have the parts to get this baby fixed. Well, I tore up my toy and that sucks, but luckily there's more surprises in store. Little did I know, I knew there was monster trucks coming, but little did I know, the guys were setting up a special birthday monster truck for me just out back.
guys, Matt Pagliarulo, Team Tomfoolery Motorsports here, back again at the Freedom Factory. We are so excited to be here. We've got this great unveil coming with this new truck.
I'm Aaron Starr, Jesse Starr, Starr Creations. You know, we're the fiberglass guys working on a body for Leroy and stuff you guys already know about. So we have a good relationship with the Pagliarulos. We build all their bodies, and we built this particular body that's getting presented today. And to be honest, I haven't even seen the wrap on this. It's a surprise for me as well, so I'm pretty excited to see it today.
Quick question, does the $10,000 fine apply to Team Tomfoolery Motorsports? We need to get that documented.
Yeah, you know, we'll $5,000 for you guys. You guys,
it's only $5? Okay.
So before any show, we like to do a facts check, and that's checking every fiber line, every camera, every piece of audio equipment, mics, the whole 9 yards. So we have up to 16 camera inputs from the drones, the man cams, the PTZ cameras that we have. For the production staff, if you include announcers, we normally have around 20 to 22 people that are going to be on staff production only. This year, Garrett wants to go the extra mile. We're actually going to live stream it straight to you guys, load test the entire platform. We've dealt with DDoS attacks, even billion-dollar companies underestimating us. And you know what? Hater to love it, the underdog's on top.
It sounds scrumptious.
All the cars that we're using are P71s. Those are all, you know, old cop cars. For the Freedom 500, a lot of the cars are getting reused, and about, I think, 8 or 9 of them are new. We're building those all the way from the ground up. Cages, the containment seats, belts, alignments, all 26 of them will get nitrous kits. They have about a 35 shot in them. All the cars get 4 brand new Nitto G2s, fresh set of rubber. We go out there, we've tested them against the original tires, and they're getting 0.4 of a second faster on lap times just off the tires alone.
Actually, a little ahead of schedule because the Burnout cars are almost done, and the Crown Vics are pretty much done, except for the ones getting wrapped. So it's easier. Let's say we're dialed for once ahead of schedule. Scoreboard's working. Everything's looking good. Should be good.
Adam here from the Freedom Factory, long time maintenance guy, do everything around here, whatever needs to be done. A couple of weeks ago, Josh, Freedom Factory manager, came to me and talked about building a cake. And I'm like, well, I don't really bake, but I do build, and that's why he wanted me. So you can see here, we have a 6-foot tall structure. Bottom is built out of wood. We have middle out of foam, top out of foam. And we have Susan going through and decorating it.
So Josh called and said, how would you like a baked birthday cake? And I went, birthday cake? They don't know what I do. So he said an 8-foot birthday cake that's flying in on a helicopter, and I went, oh yeah, I'm in.
All right, so the track's looking good, the kitchen's looking good, merch is looking good, the live stream is ready, and the guys come running up to me, basically kidnap me because they had a surprise ready for me to see.
Am I about to hear the sweet sound of a monster truck? Yup. That's a blown alcohol engine.
Oh, it's a cleaner truck. It's a cleaner truck. It's a cleaner truck, dude. Down that grass, buddy.
Look at that unit.
There, buddy.
Look at this.
Wow,
I mean,
brother, I love it.
Happy birthday, buddy.
I love it. Thank you.
I know your birthday's not till tomorrow, but it's an early birthday.
Great, dude. Thank you. Oh, I love it. When you did a wheelie, I saw Hell Yeah, Brother. I was like, my boy. I was scared I wasn't going to get it first try. Oh, you nailed it. You nailed it. They got happy birthday on the back for you.
Yeah, you got to look at the tailgate.
How's it look? It look like me?
It looks just like you, dude.
And the cool thing is it matches the helicopter.
I got a birthday monster truck, dude.
So I get this for my birthday, right? I get to keep it? Is that the deal?
Yeah, the tailgate.
Tailgate, absolutely. There you go. I get the tailgate. Okay. Nice.
They brought out the Freedom Flyer, which was amazing, and that gave us 2 monster trucks for the weekend's show, which just makes everything so much better. At this point, everything's dialed in, but the stage guys are still working. We've got an Easton Corbin and a Chase Matthews concert this weekend, and now a windstorm of all things pops up. Is this gonna tear down all of our work we've been putting in all week, including the stage? Thankfully, like everything at the Freedom Factory, it's built tough, and we survived the windstorm. Everything is ready at this point. My grass is looking dialed in. The stage is done. The Crown Vics are done, and Jack Stand has wrapped up the Summit box truck with the 632 big block. Officially time where all my friends start showing up for the race. It's one of my favorite parts of the day because we've got YouTubers, professional drivers from all types of motorsports. I mean, off-road guys, on-road guys. We've got drift drivers. We've got every type of driver you can imagine. People who haven't ever even raced circle track in their lives. And the Freedom Factory is kind of a tough track to get on because it's so tight, right? Like, if you've never raced oval in your life, and you're about to go out in the Freedom 500, you're gonna end up 3 wide, 4 wide with a bunch of drivers. So it's a really exciting day. Some of these guys haven't even been to the Freedom Factory before. They're seeing it for the first time. They're seeing their cars for the first time. It's just an amazing time of the day.
Cletus, happy birthday, buddy.
I mean, I am shocked by the fact that there's a cake being flown into the track right now.
Happy birthday to you. Thank you, guys. Wow, dude.
There's not a lot of rules here. All right, the Freedom Factory is all about having fun. But rule number 1 is stay off the grass.
We allow any cosmetic changes you want to make to your car. You can't change the performance, but a lot of guys like to paint their cars. Heavy D even converted his to a helicopter, which I don't think is going to make him any faster.
There you see our qualifying grid. You got to stop with the whole JH who. It's JH, that's who, is what we got to start saying. Because, I mean, he has been on an absolute tear.
Now it's time for the Van Prix. Now, a fellow by the name of Jim York came up with this, and it's turned into possibly one of the most beautiful races I've ever seen. I don't know what to call it. I guess it's a racing series now. But these guys treat these minivans like they're race cars / trophy trucks. They race them, and then they hit a massive jump on the back straights. It's the first time in my life I've ever seen a minivan clear the catch fence at the Freedom Factory. The Van Prix is nuts. Jim York really reached out to me one day and said, hey, I want to come to your race and run my vans. I want to buy some cheap vans and have a race. He said, brother, bring it on. As long as you can entertain the crowd, you're in. And he didn't disappoint. In fact, he stole the show. A minivan and a trophy truck have a lot more in common than one might think. I mean, they have a suspension. They have 4 wheels and 4 tires. They have an engine. They have a driver's seat and a steering wheel. They're basically the same thing.
Goodness, the front is gone. Is he gonna be able to make it to our finish line? Flip it around. It's gonna be close. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4. The Freedom Factory fans are on. Is he gonna make it? Will he get there? He made it. There's your winner.
Jim York in the number 50. Jim York. What a race. Full send on that final lap, and it pays off.
Let's hear it for Jim York, winner of the Van Prix. The Van Prix champion!
The Van Prix was supposed to be our warm-up event before the Freedom 500, and they got the crowd so pumped up, I wasn't sure we were even going to be able to top it. Doesn't love a monster truck? Well, the tomfoolery guys, they really bring it out. You saw the Freedom Flyer earlier, but now you get to see them really tear it up, including my grass. These guys ended up getting in my grass. Unbelievable. And while the monster trucks were out there tearing up my freaking grass, at least we were staging the Crown Vics to get ready for the 2024 Freedom 500. It's time for some racing.
Protect your car. You cannot win this race in the first 75 laps. The Freedom Factory is so small, you can make it from the back of the pack to the front of the pack like 5 laps. This is not a demolition derby. This is a race.
A 3/8 asphalt track like the Freedom Factory is great in a lot of ways because if you get a little bit behind, it's not hard to catch up. But you also have to work really hard to stay out of traffic and just getting wrecked. In a 100 lap race, there's so many opportunities to crash on a 3/8 oval. Everyone's jammed together on the restarts, and there's really no way to get into a clean, safe area. So you got to protect your car.
So we'll see if Cletus can go back-to-back and become the first ever 3-time champion of the Freedom 500, or if tonight we could get a brand new winner. And I tell you what, with 26 cars and as good of a field as this is, I think this is about as good of a shot as we'll have for a new winner in this event.
On the pole, we've got J.H. Diesel, then Adam LZ, Derek from Vice Grip Garage, Travis Pastrana, Tanner Faust, Zach Walker, Brad DeBerti, Ty Braun, Kevin Smith from KSR, Matt from Off-Road Recovery, Cletus, LS George, Brent from PFI Speed, Jack Stan Jimmy, Jeremiah Burton, Whistling Diesel, Roman Atwood, Kyle from the Boosted Boys, Grindhard Plumbing, BJ Baldwin, Tim Kennedy, Chris from B's for Build, Keaton, aka The Muscle, Hurt, Heavy D, and Ryan from Seaboys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go racing for 100 laps around the Freedom Factories. The green flag is out, and we are underway. Here we go! And it's J.H. Diesel out in front as the sun sets off in the distance.
My strategy is to get near the front of the pack, but not race for the lead until later in the race because I don't want to wear out my tires. This is a game of preservation.
But there's your race leaders, J.H. Diesel and Derek from Vice Grip Garage.
Got to spend a couple laps with my boy Travis Pastrana. That's my absolute favorite person to race with. I ran into him, ran into Derek from Vice Grip, ran into PFI Speed. Pretty much ran into everybody out there. It's the best time in the world racing Crown Vics with your friends.
Oh, there's
We've
Whistling
got one
Diesel.
sideways in the turn.
It started with the 01. Whistling Diesel making contact with Adam LZ. EY is what J.H. Diesel is saying.
We're all out here trying to win a freaking helicopter. I'm not helping anybody. All I care about is getting first. If you ain't first, you're last. I realized I'm not doing so good. I don't know if the entire field has sped up or if I'm just running slow. And eventually even I spun out. Maybe it was on purpose, maybe it wasn't. I can't speak to that.
And the 4 car is going around right in front of Zach Walker.
But I can see my boy JH has a strong lead on all of us. I don't know how, but he's just killing it.
The driver that Cletus picked to finish last in this race, gonna try to go wire to wire.
What a dominant performance. JH Diesel.
Out of turn number 4, JH, that's who.
Wow.
Your Freedom 500 winner is JH Diesel.
Wire to wire dominance.
Unbelievably, after leading the entire race, he starts on the pole, leads the whole race. JH Diesel gets the win, wins a helicopter of all things. And this is the first Crown Vic race JH has ever won. In fact, I predicted him to be last place.
Let's hear it for JH Diesel.
The race was over, but the night was still young, so we got all set up for our concert and brought in Easton Corbin.
All right, guys, Freedom 500 is a wrap. 2024, Cleet's big birthday. This thing was sick. People loved it. It was insane, absolutely insane. It is about 12:20 a.m. Concert's over, everybody's out of here. We're gonna shift over to burnout mode. This thing's gonna be a pad, ready to rip tomorrow when everybody shows up. And yeah, great success. It was awesome. See you guys in the morning.
Burnout Rivals is our amazing burnout show that we came up with in 2017, our first burnout competition ever. And it actually used to just be a standstill burnout contest in the burnout box over at the drag strip. Well, it's grown. We have huge prizes, purpose-built burnout cars inspired from the Australians, and Burnout Rivals has grown into what I can confidently say is the biggest, baddest burnout show in America. Burnout Rivals brings out the widest variety of cars. You have supercharged four-wheel drive Jeeps, diesel pickups. You even have airplanes, apparently, that do burnouts now, Speed Cop. Then you've got like my Crown Vic, or for example, a fully capable 2,000 horsepower engine and a burnout car like Toast. You see everything when you come to Burnout Rivals.
We have 3 classes tonight. We've got the open class, which you're about to see. This is anybody. Run what you brung. Then we have the Burnout Rivals. That's all my buddies with their crazy creations. That's just a wild class. The last class is the pro class. That's the blown alcohol, supercharged, the craziest stuff you're gonna see today. Those guys are competing for 10 grand.
I never thought that Burnout Rivals could grow to what it is, but at first it was just people and their daily drivers for the most part coming out and maybe doing a burnout but not popping their tires. Now you have to pop your tires or you really just didn't make a good run. There's a lot of just purpose-built burnout cars. It makes the show insane. Definitely the highlight of Burnout Rivals this year is Kyle and Lucifer. I mean, he tears it up. He's a purebred Australian, dude. He comes in and lays it down every time. And of course, he got some more Bald Eagle trophies to take home. This guy just kills it when he goes on the Burnout pad. His performance, his truck, everything works so good. He deserves the W. Well, guys, that wraps up what I would say is probably the most insane event we've ever put on. Everything from the minivans jumping, the Crown Vics, the Burnouts, the Pyrotechnics, someone won a helicopter. It was all incredible, and it couldn't have made my birthday any more special. Thanks to all of you who drove from around the world or flew to come see it in person. Thanks to all of you who watch online on Freedom Plus. It was an absolute pleasure, and I hope we can make even cooler, better versions of the smoke show for you guys to watch right here on Freedom Plus. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Do it for Dale. We'll frickin' see you later.